Hello, hello, Geminis. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Geminis, your weekly readings will come out every Wednesday, so be sure to check back every Wednesday. It'll be sitting there pretty for you. Feel free to take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't. It is a general collective read for the sign of Gemini. Feel free to also like, subscribe, leave a comment. Comment where you are in the world watching from. I love to hear from my viewers as to where they are geographically. It gives me a visual. I'm a very, very visual person. That's why I love the tarot so much. This gives us all that imagery to feast on. All right, let's get a little look-see here. Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Fool, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Well, that's major arcana for the Ethereal Visions deck. We'll go through that. And the Two of Pentacles. All right, Gemini, let's take a little look-see around the room. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here, regardless. This is how I do my spreads every week. This is how I do my readings. I read from left to right. This first path is the path of the challenge, the block, something that needs to come up into your field of awareness. If it already isn't, most people find that it already is bubbling, right, at least right under the surface, if not blaring. Okay. Then we come to the path of higher self. This is what God, spirit, angels, universe, any higher realm beings, this is what they want you to remember. And key word is remember, because we have every energy of the tarot inside of us. Okay. It's not something we have to go out and get. We have all of these inside of us. I'm not giving you any new information that you don't know already. This is just a message of remembrance, guidance, a boost, affirmation that you're on the right path, okay? Then we have the path of the possible outcome, and I do say possible because I honor and realize that the free will is the strongest law in the universe, okay? So let's get started with our enough chit chat. Let's get started with our reading. So we got Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords here. All right. So I'm seeing this as there was like an intrusion on your energy, and it kind of wobbled your support system. Now you're feeling, you're feeling like, how do I pick up the pieces here? There's a little bit of desperation. I don't know if it was outside other, but something came in and just kind of slashed. It could have been like a revelation you had, something you got, brutally honest about, or someone was brutally honest with you about something. And now it's like, well, whoa, I don't know where I stand now. So let's see. Give me a little more for Gemini current, please. Empress. And the Hangman. Okay. So these are major arcana too that came out. So to me, that tells me that this is kind of like a big movement for you. This is something that was more arriving at like divine timing, divine appointment that you're arriving at. Empress, she's the one who makes the house a home, and it doesn't even have to be something at the home front, but I'm seeing it as something that gave you, that you thought could heal you potentially, that could give you some support. It seems like almost something you depended on, just kind of the rug was taken right from under you. It's that feeling, and not necessarily happened, but it's that feeling now towards something, and you're not sure because your script has flipped. Your perspective on it, your perception of it has flipped, and that's kind of thrown you for a loop. I'm going to go into my Astro Soul deck and see what house comes up for you, Gemini. The 12th house of I surrender. This is Pisces. This is the house of intuition and unconscious. Here's where we can see transcendent experiences, hospitals, prisons, secret agendas, and hidden enemies, as well as unknown possibilities and one's weaknesses. This house is also associated with long-term confinement, seclusion, and psychic abilities. Yeah, I'm almost feeling like it's like this revelation that you had that really has thrown you for a loop. Maybe it's shed light on a weakness. It's shed light on, like this says, like a hidden enemy, an unknown possibility that just kind of threw you for a loop. You're like, I don't even know what to do with this information. Okay. All right, let's move on to higher self, what higher self has to say for you. The Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Gorgeous energy, Gemini. The Fool is the most gorgeous, I would say. This is telling you, like, be the fool. Have that sense of wonder. Have that sense of curiosity, that sense of adventure. Don't take a lot of baggage. You don't need to take a lot of baggage with you. Fool is the zero, and he's not a loser. Like zero, you're a loser. It's more like zero, you're empty. You're empty. And it's like all these possibilities are coming in and through now. You have every possibility that you could ever imagine. Because the journey is, it's like the first day of the rest of your life. Okay, it's like seeing life with those eyes. Oh, it's gorgeous. And it's perfect for your block or your challenge or what came up for you. Because you're going off all the past and it's wobbly and you're going, what? I don't feel I'm at my basis, my level, my foundation has been rocked. And the Fool just doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. Not saying that you should just not care about this thing, but also there needs to be some wonder and curiosity in it, because there's outside things that we cannot control. We just literally can't. Okay. And this is a new journey for you, and that can be scary, but also it's great. It's wonderful. It's life. It's actual life. Nine of Pentacles. This is you kind of reaping all the benefits from this. Okay. This is resting on your laurels. And I know it's not telling you to rest now, but this is showing you, like, you're resourceful. You've got stuff. You've got stuff to claim. You've got stuff to enjoy through this. Queen of Swords is all that clarity, that truth, that decision power. You have the power to make your decisions. And adopting that Fool energy is going to just further empower you, Gemini. You know how to think about things. If anybody knows how to think, it's Gemini. Like 7 brains. I have 2 daughters who are Geminis, so I know that their brains are always going. Okay. It's beautiful, though. Give me a couple more. 6 of Swords, yes, and the 3 of Swords, yes. Okay. This is, again, in the mental faculties. It's going to, higher self wants you to remember that it might not feel right. Okay, the heart, the swords are going through the heart. So there's some grief there with this. There's some grief there. And higher self wants you to know that it knows. It knows that there's some grief with this. 6 of Swords is that necessary passage, moving on to a new chapter and not really looking back. Okay? Of course, you're human. You're going to have some grief surrounding it. So higher self is really giving you permission to have that grieving period, let it be over, then move forward. It wants you to move forward. Okay, it doesn't want you to spend time in the past dwelling on the past. Otherwise, you would have gotten completely different cards that reflect that, to dwell, to get into the emotions. And no, this is 3 of Swords. While it can be an emotional card, to me, it's like, no, that's the end of, that heart can't be pierced any more than it already is. It's done. It's like, from here we heal. Okay, from here we set off to heal. I really like 3 of Swords. I mean, most people don't like it, but I like 3 of Swords in the sense of, like, it's showing, like, it's not going to get any worse than this. I know that sounds horrible because it's like, well, I'm going through the worst of it then right now, right? But it's also like each moment is always changing. So from there we springboard, always. always, no matter what, no matter what. Sometimes the ultimate end is the healing. You know, it's like you have nowhere to go but up from here with Three of Swords. I'm not saying that that's necessarily your situation, but it seems like, yeah, there's kind of a hint of that, where it's like getting clearer and knowing what you have and to go with it. You got to know where, you know, it's not, you're not stuck between a rock and a hard space here. You're not, even though it feels like you are. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. All right. Let's move on to the path of the possible outcome. We've got Page of Pentacles, the Well, and the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, I see a lot of Pentacles here, which is all laying the foundation, especially Page of Pentacles. This is a new foundation for you, Gemini. Brand new foundation. This is you making decisions, balancing, juggling, balancing, knowing you have options to even balance, making those decisions for yourself. I see a lot of empowerment. I see a lot of resourcefulness. The Well is knowing where to go to heal. I feel like because of this experience, you know where your healing waters are. You know where to go to heal. Give me a couple more for Gemini's outcome, please. There's no more guesswork anymore, okay? You're into harmony, you're into balance, you're into foundation. And I feel that you're doing it on your own. Pentacles are that's the earth element. Pentacles are extremely resourceful. They're self-reliant, dependable. Okay, you can depend on something tangible because it's physically in front of you, right? Whereas we can't always depend on thoughts. We can't always depend on feelings. I can depend on the fact that this table is here physically right now. Okay, so there's a lot of just inner reliance and inner resourcefulness from Pentacles. Give me a couple more for Gemini. Queen of Pentacles. Gemini, Three of Wands. I love that. Oh, Three of Wands. Queen of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Okay, well, I've already harped on Pentacles. She is the mastered energy of the Pentacles. And talk about opposite. I mean, they look the same. But she would be the culmination of listening to higher self if the Empress was put in her path as her block. Because she is not self-reliant in a block. She's completely self-reliant, but in a healthy way. She knows who to call on to ask for help when she needs it. She knows what she can do, and she's realistic as far as her energy. She's realistic as far as her balance, how she balances her life. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have Three of Wands. This is the planning, the preparation is over. You're ready to go. You're ready to do. Your foundation is set, and now you're ready to go out and express, go out and do, go out and accomplish. I don't see you staying stuck in this for very long, Gemini. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going into my tarot sidekick now. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us questions and prompts to further deepen the read. What do we have for my Geminis today? What traits will help me expand out of my comfort zone? Gemini, I feel like you got that last week. I could be wrong. I'm going to go back and look. It was either Taurus or Gemini that got that. What traits will help me expand out of my comfort zone? Because right now, you're in a big old giant uncomfortable zone. Well, I mean, you're already pushed in the uncomfortable zone. The tendency is to go reach for more comfort when we're uncomfortable. And sometimes, actually all the time, pretty much all the time, we don't want to do that. We want to grow. That's what our soul came here to do, is to expand. So what traits will help Geminis expand at this time? Let's see. Three of Pentacles, you guys. Call on someone who knows what to do. And that could be yourself too. Yourself included in that. The World. the world. Well, talk about expanding out of the comfort zone. This is the world. I mean, this is everything. This is expansion. The world is expansion. I'd say that that's like taking all the signs and synchronicities from the universe and using them as a tool. Okay? This is also the last card of the zodiac. So, and again, it's like got that circular thing where it's like empty out, look around you. Okay? The whole world is your oyster. It's at your fingertips. Deeply realize that. Oh, King of Pentacles. What is going on with you, Gemini? You are going to build something that is like cement, which is beautiful for your airy self. Oh, I love that. Okay. What's going to help me expand? You got 2 pentacles. And we got a circle here, which is like more pentacles. Okay. So something, the earth, the world, the earth, something is telling you, build a foundation. Use your resources. Be resourceful. Master your surroundings. Really. Master your surroundings any which way you know how. Take a look around you, for one thing, because this block line is all like non-presence. It's worrying about the unknowns. It's like hidden agendas, things happening below the surface. And it's like, this could be your inner world maybe right now. But it's telling you like, no, step out of your shell and start taking divine inspiration and then putting it into physical manifestation. Wow. That was a doozy. I'm going to go into my Oracle of the Angels now. And this is just a kiss on the forehead from an angel, because who wouldn't want that? It'll round out your reading. And Geminis, again, your weekly readings will come out every Wednesday, so be sure to check back every Wednesday. All right, let's see what we got. Joy. I don't get this one very often, honestly, barely ever, and I should get it all the time. Joy, come on, everybody needs joy. Joy, even just a simple smile can go a long way to spreading joy in our world. Choose to focus more on things that bring you joy. That's your 9 of Pentacles and your higher self line. Bring you joy, and you will find you naturally begin to radiate this energy out into the world. The more joy you send out, the more you'll find you have to be joyful for. This is the law of the universe. By living with joy, I magically spread light into the hearts of my sisters and brothers of the universe. Wow, something's telling you to take stock of your surroundings, Gemini. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. It has been an utter delight and a privilege, and I will see you next Wednesday.